Yo guys, welcome back to a new video on the Cop and today it is the first ever match preview and the team that I think will play against Newcastle United, so let's get straight into it here. So this obviously will be a tough game. The fact that Newcastle are very good as a home team, obviously because of the fans get behind them. So it's a very tough game, and I mean, it's not a game you want 3 games into the season because of the fact that you don't really have form yet that comes into it or anything, so it's just who really shows up on the day. So I think that in this game we're going to have to be on it from the start, and last time when we played them, we obviously beat them 2-0. That's when we were in very good form. We absolutely annihilated them. A dominant performance, and that is what I'm hoping for here. But will it be as easy as that? Probably not. But in this game, I think it's crucial for us to get the first goal, and if we can possibly get it early. Obviously, Newcastle are coming off a 1-0 loss, but that is to Manchester City. We're probably going to win the league again. Today, obviously, Arsenal dropped points. I'm not saying that's the end of it, but it's not a bad thing losing to Manchester City 2 games in and also away from home. So they will want to react after that loss, because taking 3 points from 9 if you're going for the title, which I don't think Newcastle are, but that is not something that you want to be doing. And obviously for us as well, we don't want to be taking 4 points from 9, for the fact that we're going for top 4 and Newcastle are one of the main competitors with us for that spot. So for that reason, this just makes it a big game. Newcastle players to watch out for is the new signing Sandro Tonali, who I thought was outstanding in the game against Aston Villa. Alexander Isak, obviously, and Bruno Guimaraes are the 3 players that I think we need to watch out for. But let me tell you what I think the score will be then. So as you can see, it's currently on the screen from the start. I've put it on here, and I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to the Reds. And I do think that we will go 2-0 on in this game, and then Newcastle will score. But I think if we don't score first, it could be anything. But when Newcastle played Villa, they were very open at the back. So hopefully they play like that against us. And I do think that we'll get a lot of chances. So now into the team use. This is a team that I want to see play. Not what I think it will be, it's what I want to see. So in goal, Alisson Becker, which is obvious, standard, best keeper in the world. With the 2 centre-backs, Virgil van Dijk, who I think has been very underrated the first 2 games, and he is probably the closest we've seen him since he's returned from that injury to being back to his best at the start of this season. And then next to him, I have gone and put Joe Gomez. So Klopp did say that Konate is a doubt, which means even if he is fit, I doubt he'll start and he'll be on the bench, which is a big loss obviously, because Alexander Isak, good player, but this is why we need a centre-back. We know Konate picks up injuries, Joel Matip does, Joe Gomez picks up the odd 1 or 2, and Jarrell Quander, as much as I've been impressed with him, I don't think that he can play in the games like Newcastle away. So Joe Gomez comes in. I'm not a fan of Joel Matip. He's been a good servant for the club, but now his age is starting to show, and I don't think that he's at the level anymore. But Canate, if he isn't start, I want to see Joe Gomez play at centre-back over Matip. So now, next up, the two full-backs, which is once again pretty obvious, Trent and Robertson, which for me is a no-brainer. I mean, Robbo against Chelsea was awful, but against Bournemouth much better from him, and he did very well defensively in the game against Bournemouth, I think. And at the moment he's being asked when Trent goes in midfield to kind of play in a back three for us. So he's obviously learning that and transitioning to that role. But I think that Andrew Robertson will start this one, and he has to. And Trent at right back, obviously. Anthony Gordon, I think, plays off the left for them, or Harvey Barnes. So he will have a tough game against Anthony Gordon, who tends to go on the floor a lot. But I do think that it's a part of the game which we can exploit Newcastle in, is by putting Trent in midfield, by giving us that extra number in that position. And I thought the first 10 minutes against Bournemouth he was bad, but after that I thought he was exceptional. We know he got a little knock, but he has been in first team training. So now we move on to the midfield. So it's 3 new players in the midfield. Endo at CDM. Jurgen Minot said on Friday in his press conference that Curtis and Thiago are back on Monday, which means then you're left with Harvey Elliott. You can play Gakpo in midfield, but I'm not a fan of him. So that's it really for that position. So I think that Endo has to play. Now he's had a full week in training. And then McAllister's red card obviously got overturned rightfully. I'm surprised at it. And then Dominique Szoboszlai also comes in the midfield as that midfield 3 for us, which on paper now is a much stronger midfield 3. What I'm interested to see McAllister play further up, because at times in CDM he's good in moments but not consistently good. But he has done a job for us there for the first 2 games. So exciting to see that midfield. And now last up is the front 3. So boom, here it is. You have got Mohamed Salah on the right. Obviously we talk about Al Ittihad and all this, so I want to see a good performance from Mo. And you know, if he scored a cheeky or celebration kiss of badge or something, who knows, but Mo will start, and then Lucho Diaz off the left, who I think is outstanding, and there's only Vinicius Jr. probably better than him out there at the moment as a left winger. Maybe Kvaratskhelia at Napoli, and then Leao maybe, but he's definitely in the top 3 bracket for me as the best left wingers in the world. And that leads us to the striker position, the central, the vocal point to the side, and a lot of us want to see Darwin play through the middle, but I think that Gakpo the last time we played Newcastle did so well, and the last time we played them, so I will keep him in there, but play him as a striker. Obviously comes in deep, maybe get McAllister running in behind, but Newcastle do play quite a high line, which benefits Darwin. Jota, he's had 2 games now, he's obviously scored 1, so myself, I don't think Klopp will drop Jota, but I would like to see him go for Gakpo, then if not Nunes. But yeah, looking forward to this game tomorrow. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video. Match reaction comes out tomorrow with player ratings. But that is it from me, and peace.